Well, hi, this is Jerry, and we are right outside of Bryson City at Deep Creek. And this is the Great Smoky Mountain Park. A lot of people are familiar with the Great Smoky Mountain Park and are familiar with, going into it, say, over around Cherokee or coming up from Gatlinburg, but there's actually a large number of entrances other than that. So Bryson City, Deep Creek. One of the things that you're going to notice here, and I'll turn the camera around in just a second, what is this known for? The Great Deep Creek, which everybody is coming to tube. Honest to goodness, it's gonna take me 2 days to go in and out of this park. There's fantastic waterfalls, you'll see those. There's the creek itself. There's going to be hundreds of tubers, thousands of tubers. We've got the grandkids up here, the older kids up here. We're going to do some tubing as well. I don't know if I'm going to get the GoPro out and do that. I'm not that familiar with the creek, so I'll get some pictures of some video of some other folks doing that as well. But I got to tell you, this is a cool place. We got a great little campground that we're staying here. But the neat thing about this, I'm right here at the entrance. I'm going to turn it around and you'll see there's 5 or 6 places right here at the main entrance to be able to rent tubes. They're in the $5 to $6 range. Use them all day till 6 o'clock at night, sometimes later. And then as you go down the road here, there's several other places you can get them $4 if you want to be able to haul them up. So let's walk into the park. I'm going to turn the camera around, just let you see all the tubers and where you can rent all these things. They're all friendly, really laid back. There's a little cafe over here. You can get you something to eat. Again, we're staying at the Smoky Mountain Campground. I'll have a video on that that's going to be separate from this. I'm looking over here. There's a game room. There is the Deep Creek Lodge. So it's really easy. But the tubers are starting to hit the water, so let's get up here. I'll show you. There's actually a primitive campground up here. There's picnic facilities. You're going to love this place. What a great asset. And you know what it costs to come into the park? Not one penny. Not one penny. So you're going to enjoy this. So let me turn this around, let you see all the tubers coming in, show you the neat area where you can rent these things. I think you'll find this cool. So here's just some of the places that you can just rent tubes. This one's called Whitewater Tube. Being here, it's a little dark. I apologize for that. You'll see vehicles coming in. You'll actually see our campground. That car is going right by it right now. When I walk in, I'll actually show you some pictures. So coming right in here to the park, I'm standing here right at the sign of the park, and you can rent tubes in 3 different locations here. And just throw them on the back of your car, on top of your car, as a lot of people do, or just put them in the truck and just head on up there. So let's walk into the park and I'll show you some other cool things up here. You're going to really like this. And we're going to continue up into this area here. This is the main entrance. You'll see the sign up there. I don't know if you can read it. It says Waterfall, Trailhead, Picnic Area. So let me go up there and show you that. And this is where the park gets really interesting. Again, it is so big. It's going to take me 2 days to get this video done. So this is day 1. We'll start day 2 a little bit later. But I want you to see this. Look at all these picnic areas. Tables everywhere. Grills. Such a neat area. There's bathroom facilities. I'll walk around the loop and show you some other areas. There's little pull-throughs that, like if you got a big truck or a bus, for ample parking to be able to go in there. Shady. Right now the temperature's about, okay, this is the 3rd week of July, and temperature right now is about, I don't know, 74, 75 degrees. The nights have been getting down to 62, 63, 64 degrees. So if you're camping, it's like you got air conditioning running at night. Middle of July, end of July. Amazing. Let's walk up here and I'll show you some more of the picnic area. So I'm coming up here around the Bathhouse. Big bathroom area, really nice, big open area. But what I want to do is just kind of show you this area over here. Hopefully you can make it out. But these are paved pull-throughs, and you see all kinds of school buses, little small schoolies, and hundreds of kids who are doing tubes and so forth. And there's a big, massive pavilion. I'll walk up there in just a few minutes. I guess you can rent or stay at. Tons of picnic tables, covered areas. But there's plenty of parking up here. Now this is a Thursday and it is busy. We were up here Sunday, and let me tell you, it was packed to the gills. So get up here early, but you can float 4 or 5 times from 3 or 4 different locations. anywhere from a 30-minute float to an hour-and-a-half float. So really nice, really nice. So this gives you a better view of what I was talking about. This is the old campground, and they still retained all the pull-throughs that were up here. But look at this, you'll see a car there. I've seen 4 or 5 cars in these things. Are big enough for that, with picnic tables and grills. But look at this big bus. You know, big tour bus will fit in here. Turn around. You'll see the big yellow school bus down there. Lots of small ones. There's no reason, especially if you can get up here in the middle of the week, that you can't get just about any size thing that you want up here. I will say this, the road in from Deep Creek, from Bryson City, is a wee bit narrow. I'll talk more about that in my film, but here you go. This is a great view of how people get in and out of the park with their tubes. We had a pickup truck, we stuffed them in there, and a lot of people put them in vans, but just kind of give you an idea. Fantastic park, fantastic place to come. And here, let me spin around there as well. This is great. I don't know if you can see all the old growth trees in here. All these picnic areas. Isn't this fantastic? Here's one that I'm up close to. There you can see the bathhouse down below. The breeze right now is just unbelievable. It's so cool and comfortable. Loving this. Now, this is one thing that I wanted to show you, and I want you to look through the trees. Here's the creek. Tubers, of course. But look over there in the distance. Yes, those are primitive campgrounds right on the water. And I'll go over to the campground in just a little bit and show you the inside. Primitive camping at its best. Is that something? Wow, pretty. So here's a second view of the campground here at the Deep Creek, right up from the Deep Creek entrance in the Great Smoky Mountains. Again, I want you just to see this beautiful creek. This is where all the tubers are at. I'll try to zoom in here as much as I can with this lens. And you can see all the campers that are over there right on the water. Put your hammock down there. How about that for sleeping at night or taking a nap? Cool. Swing around here, you'll see some more from the back. But I just wanted you to see this back view. This is why you come here, is to be able to camp out on the water. Not all of them are water sites, but if you can get one, home run. And just look at this. I'll bring the lens back in for you just a little bit. And there's the creek again. And I know it's difficult to hear over all the traffic. So many folks are coming in, but that creek is gurgling. Isn't that pretty? These are where my newfound friends are going to be on my new YouTube channel. And I'm with my son-in-law, the coach. And we are catching, look in this background, look at these waterfalls. You can hear it in the background. Is this absolutely spectacular? And we're getting our morning walk in, and it is beautiful. I'll have a lot of pictures on the blog as we go forward. But as always, as we say in I Love RV Life, this is some kind of pretty. Yeah, this is just absolutely breathtaking. Look at this. What a gorgeous, gorgeous state park. This is, you know, I think it's one of the prettiest places I've ever been as far as a national park. Next to Alaska, it's just a different view, you know. So we're going to catch some more waterfalls. I'm going to do something a little different in this video. Right at the end, I've taken thousands of photos. Don't worry. I'm not going to put 1,000 photos at the end of the video. But I'll put some just to be able to show you the breathtaking beauty. And then down on the blog on my website at ilovervlife.com, I'll make sure that I'll put some down there that you can expand, and you're free to use them. You can print them out or frame them, or if you know, just want to enjoy them. I hope you can enjoy them as much as we have been up here walking. I hope you get a chance to come up here. I'll show you some more video as time comes on. Waterfalls everywhere, breathtaking beauty. We're up here in the middle of the week now. Sunday was busy, but it's pretty easy going. But just look at this. Oh my goodness. This is some kind of pretty. So a great view of Deep Creek and the tubers coming down. Some put in here, most people go up to a waterfall up the trailhead. I'll go up there and show you that. And I'm also going to come up early one morning before everybody comes up here and actually show you what that looks like. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I love RV life. Yeah.
See you later.
So tubers, lots of tubers. Headed up. There you go. Pretty, huh? Okay, this is the bottom end of the campground. I'm not going to go up into the top and walk up to the top of the hill. It's all pretty much the same with one exception. This one is down by the creek, and I'll show you pictures from the other side of the creek. The view these folks have. Nice bathhouse. And you can see these folks are really set up to go camping. All primitive. But the benefits is this beautiful, beautiful deep creek. Here's an example. If you look right down there, these raised areas with wood around them, and then gravel, and then picnic tables and numbers. You actually reserve these spaces to place your tents. So these are reserved spaces. It's not first come, first serve. But not my kind of camping, but I will share with you, it does look nice, and the weather's fantastic for this. And you got to admire how some of these are set up. So there's two small tents with a big cover for Junior and Princess, and then the bigger tent for Mommy and Daddy. So I guess if that's the way you do it, that's a good way. So I'll show you something else that's really, really neat. So as we come up from the area where I showed you the buses were at, and all the parking that was down there, you can come up on this hill, and there's this awesome covered pavilion with a fireplace, picnic tables, water fountains, just nestled in this little nook. And let me take the camera back a little bit. Look at that. Is that nice? And this stuff is really storybook. It's beautiful. So I'm going to leave you here. We're just now finishing up here at Deep Creek. And it is beautiful. What an incredible park. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the tubers. I hope you enjoyed some of the pictures, the videos of the waterfalls. It's really something. And then I'll finish up here with the pavilion in the background. Isn't that something? Deep Creek, North Carolina, right at the entrance of one of the most beautiful places in the Great Smoky Mountains. I hope you get a chance to see it. If you're a primitive camper, try to get your sights early. It's beautiful. If you're a glamper like Joan and I, there's campgrounds right here out at the front, and you virtually just walk right into the front of the camp in the park and get your tube. It's fun for all ages, little, small, young, or old. We've loved it. You know what? I just love RV life.